Hello everybody, welcome back. Space Engineers, Morilibus here. It's been a while, but we're back, or at least for today. I thought we'd start off in the construct, show off what we were doing in a stream. If you didn't catch the stream, oh my crosshair's wrong. No. Anyway, if you didn't catch what we did in the stream, basically took this guy, brought him over here, ripped off the shell, and started redoing it. So I wasn't too pleased with how this ended up looking. It looks a bit too, I don't know, too squarish, too much like a turtle shell. We don't want no turtle, we want a crab. But yeah, I didn't mind it, but anyway, I didn't think it really worked. Decided to axe the thruster stuff on the top, and what I've done over here, some of this has been done above and beyond the stream. If you guys watched the stream, it looked like quite a few people did, so maybe most people that watched the series ended up watching that video. Plus it's been a while, so nothing else to watch, might as well watch that. So yeah, here's the new look for the shell. It's not finalized either, but I think in the stream we were just looking on one face, or working on one face. I cut that out and pasted it all around. I'm not fond with the whole symmetry mode though, because it's so easy for me to make a mistake while working on one side and then the whole other side just doesn't get done. So I don't know, I might end up, once I'm done this ship, maybe just hacking it in half and pasting it over. I don't know what's a good idea. So yeah, this whole engine compartment got removed. The bottom here I'm going to probably redo as well, or rework a little bit. The center part I'll probably keep. I'm pleased with that and how that looks. I'll probably try to work with this idea a bit more, which we played around in the stream. It's just making it so these thruster bays aren't so flat, I guess. Give it a bit more shape. So yeah, that's the plan. This looks a bit more like a crab shell. These are kind of the crab eyes. Got some thrusters, lots of thrusters, and thinking we could probably add some more thrusters in the base too, which we're going to try to work in. So yeah, this is the collector ship. We've had a couple updates, I think, since I've played. So we got DirectX 11, which is good, and then we got some other stuff. We got some autopilot stuff, so I think that's what we're going to go check out today. But yeah, you can see here I gutted everything, so I'm going to redo the cargo, try to keep the oxygen in mind. So maybe we'll work on this in another stream, I'm not too sure, or maybe we'll pick away at it in an episode. But for now, hey Molar, you don't need to be here anymore. We checked out Molar in the stream as well, because we had pilot error with us. And it looks like the script is working for Molar, so I can go ahead and do that. But we haven't been mining much lately. And I'm going to go ahead. This is still DirectX 9. The skyboxes don't work, as far as I can tell, in DirectX 11. I think someone mentioned a way to fix that, but I haven't looked into it yet. But for now, why are these all blank? Where'd it go? What? Oh, I know why. I re-verified my files for the game. That's why my crosshair's back. That's why this is back. I put back in my transparent menu, but apparently I did not do the crosshair or the change I made to allow me to display that images. Oops. Anyway, to the real world. Well, I fixed one of the problems. We have a proper crosshair. Dot. Not a crosshair. A dot hair. Dot hair complete. I don't remember how I added the picture to that, so I'll have to look that up again. Here we are, back in the world, with DirectX 11 beautiness added. It's a little weird right now. A lot of complaints. Overall, I think it's good. It is very dark, and the lights look really weird. I mean, this color here is supposed to be gray. Looks kind of green to me. I don't have green lights. So yeah, but overall I think it's a step in the right direction. It's gonna be a little wonky, I think, at first, but I think once they get it all sorted out, it will be good. So I think in general the lights are bright, more bright in DirectX 11 compared to DirectX 9. However, DirectX 9 seemed to have a lot of like ambient light, so you really didn't need lights. So now it feels like you most definitely do need lights, or you won't be able to see. But they still kind of Oh no, it's giving a very overbright effect. I have tweaked some things. Let's see here. So for our interior lights there, I think I lost the groupings for them again, and I had to recreate them. Yay! They're all here. Okay, these ones are the floor. Radius 10. Intensity, so we could decrease the intensity so it's not as bright, right? Before you could have them kind of full brightness, and it wouldn't look too bad on some occasions. Usually it still looks pretty bad, though, I think. But now it seems like you don't want to go higher than 1, or even that. Maybe we'll keep them all the way down. Radius still works the same. And then the fall off, nope, fall off, I think, is backwards than it used to be. It used to be the smaller the number, the further it went. And now it's the opposite. So I think we want to do that to all of our lights, is increase the fall off. And that will make them go further, and then we don't have to have them as bright, so it doesn't look like the sun. And then same with radius. The ceiling lights we probably want all the way up, I would think. Yeah, let's keep everything down. Fall off all the way up. And that one's default white. We could maybe change that. But yeah, it does look kind of bright. But I think in the long run, once everything gets tweaked and sorted, I think it's going to be good. But right now it looks weird. Everything just looks so strange. It doesn't feel like the same game. I don't know, even just looking at this looks odd. Oh, there's my Billy. Hey, Billy. But I think it looks good. I think it looks more realistic. I think. Right now my performance is awful. I don't know if it just went down in general, but it's about the same in both DirectX 11 and DirectX 9. So I think we'll use whichever one looks best, I guess. That looks kind of weird, but in a good way. Now I have nothing on. I don't have the best graphics card, okay? That's one of my limitations, and I think I'm going to try to get a new one here maybe soon if I can. Maybe a good one. So I'll probably ask your guys' advice for a card based off my computer. So I don't have any of the anti-aliasing on. I can turn it on. However, this one doesn't seem to impact my frame rate. It just seems to make everything look a bit fuzzy, which I guess isn't, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like I need glasses, basically. So I don't know if it's just the setting or my card being terrible. So anyway, I don't want to get too much into this, but if I go all the way up, I have no performance. I'll have like 8 frames per second. And I don't think it looks all that good, or does it look good? Oh, it looks better, actually. But yeah, we have very, very low frames. So maybe that's it. If I had a good graphics card and I could turn everything up, it probably would look okay and perform okay. But I don't, so we can't do that. I'm just going to turn it off. Just get rid of the fuzziness. No fuzzies, please. Alright, so the other thing I thought we could do today, I just want a simple episode. I don't have too much life to put into it. I don't think I could sit here very long to do a decent episode of anything substantial. But I could probably last half hour or so with you and chit-chat. So, we got some autopilot stuff. I mean, I think we got it last week, but we got some more stuff recently. So if you haven't checked it out yet, built into the remote control blocks is an autopilot. And you can give waypoints, and I got a bunch of waypoints because I was messing around with it after the last update we got. And I played around with it down at the asteroid with Chip to see if he could follow a nice path and maybe we could do something fun through the asteroid. But I don't know. It seems because the ship like stops at each location, it doesn't really go that smoothly. So you can't create like a path for the ship to follow at like full speed or something, or at a speed as fast as it could go. It just kind of goes from one point to the next. But there are different ways you can move it around, right? I'm not an expert on this, so you guys help me out. So this circle, this patrol is one way, but I don't think these affect how it behaves around the waypoint. So patrol, I think, goes back and forth. Circle would go all the way around and then back to the first one again. One way would just go out and stop. Now they most recently added this precision mode, which is what we're going to try out today for our docking. Now I believe it needs to line up with this guy, does it not? In terms of where the waypoint should be, right? And if we create a waypoint in the ship, let's do that right now. If I create a waypoint from current position, I kind of want to delete all these, but can't we shift click? No, I guess that's just in the other menu. Let's Station. Yeah, whatever. Station. Just so I know we're working up here, not at the asteroid. Okay, if I do that, I mean, we're going to probably delete it in a second. Yeah, it's created where I was, basically. It's still based off my position, not the ship's position. So what I'm thinking is we'll create a couple of waypoints. Here we don't have to be too precise, I guess. If I made a waypoint there and then another one down there, we could also retract this thing so it's not in the way anymore. Because essentially this would make this part obsolete, theoretically, potentially. What's it called? Platform? Nope. Piston. I'll find it. I found it. Alright, so let's get that out of the way. And let's make our first one. How do we want to do this? You guys probably tell me what the best way of doing it is. Yeah, like overall I think things look better. I think the game will look better with DirectX. Just not yet. Or not all around. Like, I imagine the computers that can handle it, it'll look good. And those that can't, it's going to be like, this is awful. So I think I'm in the, this is awful. But I can see the potential of awesomeness. So we would use precision mode. But as we could see, like, how am I supposed to do this? Am I being dumb? Because I want it to be where the remote control block is. So I pretty much have to move the ship and put myself there. Or I guess I could just change it. Oh, let's try that. Come on, brain. I've never messed with these things. New from... New? Okay, let's do that again. New from current position. Okay, that's going to be number 8. And then I guess I can play around with these numbers, right? So it's right there. So now if I go in, and I don't know which way X is in this world. I guess Y is up and down, assuming we are up and down right now. So let's just try moving that up 5 and see what happens. It went up. Okay, so up is up relative to our current position. And then... Okay, we don't want to go up that much, though. I think we maybe wanted to go up by 1 meter. So let's try X, see if that's forward and back. Let's go 4. That went forward. Good. This is probably a way better way of doing this. I'm so sorry. Okay. 195. Wait, we don't want to go that far back either. 98. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay, I think I got it. Looks pretty lined up to me. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing that I'm totally blanking on. So this is going to be 1 point. Now we go forward. And we basically want to create another point, I guess, around here. And this one doesn't need to be exact. So we could just create from our location, I think. New from current position. And we will copy that. And rename it Repair Bay Entry, maybe. I reserve the right to change that name in the future, if I choose to do so. Okay. So I think that's good enough for a simple test. Yeah, overall I like the game. Now I want a bigger monitor. I want virtual reality. Virtual reality, go. Alright. So now we go into our remote. There you are. We're going to add those two. So entry. And where'd you go? Connector. Why are you resetting every time I click? That's silly. Add them in. We want, forward direction. This is what I want to use. We want to go reverse, right? But I only want to do that at the last one. We might be able to do that with a second remote control. Have one thing get triggered when you get to the end. So the end would be instead the entry, and once we get to the entry, it triggers another remote control block to go backwards in. I don't know. That's probably a good way. I'm sure as people have figured out, and you will tell me. For now, we'll try this. And I think all I got to do, we'll go precision mode, and turn it on. Please don't crash. So it's just going to fly backwards, I think, is the only catch. So ideally what we'd want is it to fly forward to this location, and then it would turn around. Look at it go. And then what's it doing for like rotation and stuff? Oh god. Well, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, let's try again. So I guess what we do is probably put the remote guy... I guess we only have remote control though. Oops. We do that, and can we just go... I guess autopilot on or off. And we'd be flying around, ideally. As long as we had line of sight with that. But I mean, we could also map some stuff through the ship, maybe. Or eventually the ship will probably be smart enough to maneuver around stuff. That'd probably be best. And I'm sure scripts, I think, can already do that, maybe. I'm pretty sure there's some pretty cool autopilot stuff out there. Alright, let's go over here and hit 9. Autopilot enabled. Why are you turning that way? Oh, it's going forward. Oh, now it's going... Wait, no, I don't want to go forward. I'm going to turn you off in a second if you fly forward. Oh no, there we go. So what caused that to occur? Anyway, other things to note. Please don't crash, because I don't have hands-on controls anymore. Putting my trust in you. It's consistently off a bit, but not by much, right? And you can tell the thing's off too. Just a touch. Cool. So we got new models. Looks like we got new icons too. And there are new lights. I do like the lights. So I think we're getting an update to all models for the DirectX 11. So that'll be probably a trickle effect that we'll get over time. With this, I was hoping that the lighting would actually work better in DirectX 11, or it would have less of an impact, so that we could start using spotlights. But I'm not sure if that's the case. I did add some in, or I wanted to try anyway. So we'd have that looking down onto the chair, the quad chair. Get out of my face. I guess that didn't bring me down much at all. Maybe they are better. Not sure. But yeah, I'm hoping that will be the case. Because lighting, I mean, lighting is what can add some really nice looks and effects, I think, to things. DirectX 11 didn't really allow us to do that. I found DirectX 11, or DirectX 9, I mean, was to the point where you didn't want to use lights because they just had too much of a performance impact, so you opted out of using lights. Now I'm hoping that this will lead to a point where we can use lights when we need them, and it will be dark if we don't. Like, this looks okay. Darkness level, not too bad. A little over bright in the sun, I guess, maybe. And then I think a lot of people are complaining with how dark it is in the darkness. But anyway, let's try one last thing before we go. We're gonna go visit Chip, who I believe is down there, right? I'm just wondering why it's not showing up on the HUD. We are in range. Unless it ran out of, like, fuel. Anyway. Wow, that looks weird. Skybox I hope to get back, though. That makes things look odd when we don't have our regular skybox. Alright, before we go, I want to create a position here for Chip to come back to. So let's go GPS new from current, and we'll just call that Morilibus mobile base. Good enough. That's home. Alright. But first I gotta make a one-way trip. Where is the asteroid? I think it's right there. This is a nice skybox though. Lots of stars. They just look blurry. Would stars look blurry in space? I don't know. If you were looking out into space and you were in space, would the stars look blurry? Answer me this. Riddle me this. Woo. But yeah, overall, updates. Oops. Still going. Still going. Yeah, overall, I don't know what else we got in the updates. Other than voxel hand. Voxel? Station. Oh, that's a new one. Station rotation. I don't know if we'll do anything with that, but that's good. So you're no longer fixed to a static grid in the world. You can actually rotate stations too. So that's probably good. Oh yeah, and they did some more. That's some of the models they redid. What I would like to see is don't give us any new models until there's ways to counteract the performance hit that they might give. It's okay for... I don't have a good computer, but I mean it's good for the people that can use it. But I don't expect optimization to happen soon, right? So instead of... Along with that, if you can't optimize right now, or if now is not the right time to be optimizing in the game development, that's okay. But just make sure we're not adding stuff into the game that will significantly impact performance unless it's needed. And then once you're working on performance and optimization, then you can work on making the game look prettier and stuff like that. So yeah, this looks like really bright. I don't know if it got all of a sudden really bright because it's dark. Maybe we'll see on the way out. It was dark and then all of a sudden it got really light. I can see the ores better though. I can definitely see the gold. Or I wonder if the ores got replaced or if they're all proper. Anyway, let's find Chip. There's Chip. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, so game plan, I guess. What are we doing? What are we working on? What's our plan? We want to finish working on the collector ship so we can get our mining operation up and running again. We might be able to use the autopilot stuff to help the collector ship move back and forth between maybe here and our base to unload, so that would be good. Let's see. So that's kind of our goal, but that's kind of turned into a big project as well. I mean, I knew it was going to be a big project, but it's definitely going to be not a few episodes or something. It's going to be something that we're working on for a little while. So we need to get parts, I think, is one of the big things. Once we get that built in our construct, we'll be able to... can I just get rid of all these? So these are the test ones I was doing. Boop. And let's just throw on you. Right. And forward, one way. That's weird. You click on it, and it resets the list. Okay, but it didn't add it. Autopilot on. Let's make sure it's not going to fly into the asteroid, though. It's flying into the asteroid. Okay, I wasn't sure where we were for clearance. The asteroid stuff looks kind of neat. Oh, I kind of want to... Let's go fly in a cave before we go. It might be fun to go look in the asteroid. Okay, yeah, like, it gets dark. Like, once you get a little ways away. And then all of a sudden, whoop, bright again. So that's just probably some stuff that needs to be tweaked. I'm trying to find the way in. Oh, that is with the lights. Let's get in the sun. So this is the dark side, though. The dark side. I don't know how far away we can get in the sun side before the spotlights no longer reach. Okay, isn't there a hole somewhere? Pretty sure we exposed something. Why is my chest hitting out? I'm not that fat. Oh, I think I found it. Oh no, that's just shiny rock. It's not a hole. Glad I didn't take that at speed. Oh, almost took you out. I'm pretty sure it was in one of the trenches. I'm trying to... Where... Land marking... Okay, it's this way. Okay, I gave up. I gave up. I couldn't find a way in. I'm lazy. So we'll use Molar. It's definitely dark. It's kind of cool, though. Very spooky. It's almost like you're underwater kind of thing, right? You can't see that far ahead of you. So in space, how far should light travel? What's stopping this light from hitting past whatever distance it's set to? Shouldn't it just keep going? Slowly, like, spread out and dissipate over time? Maybe? Yeah, overall, everything looks good, though, I think. Alright, well, I failed. I failed finding a way in. I should have probably put a waypoint. Where's our station? Let's get out of here. I mean, obviously, it'd be better if I could do it without the camera. But nope. Too bad. Too bad. Take me home, Chip. I wonder what the speed it'll go at. Oh, I think that's what it got reset to, is my speed limit. So I don't think it's going to go faster than Faster than the top. Darn, I wanted to see if it would go over if it was open. Like, is it just constantly accelerating? Or is it just now coasting? Oh no, yeah, see, it's still trying to go. So it'll just accelerate forever by the looks of it. So if I had the speed limit open, it would continue to accelerate. I wonder if it would compensate properly or be able to stop in time if it was going too fast. Oh well. Find out another day. Alright guys, take it easy. And hopefully we'll get our visor fixed. That is making it look like there's a different sky than there really is. It's all an illusion. Yes. Very good then. Immersion held. See you next time. We're heading to the star. And while we drift off into space, I'll do some post-commentary here because I cut myself off again. So the plans for the series, next coming episodes, I think, is we want to get some parts so that we can actually build the collector ship once we get it done. The main part we're going to be low on is thruster components, and I think the best way to probably get them is to go and get some cargo ships. So we'll probably do that, then use Shredder to grind them all up. We'll probably have to make an official location to store parts, so that'll be something maybe we work on soon as well. A dedicated storage area other than the cargoes we're using now. Something with ample storage for all the components that we want to stockpile. So yeah, that's going to be the main thing. So we're probably designing a new fighter ship, but we'll do so in the construct. So we'll probably use an episode or two or a stream to design that. Alright, bye-bye.